Hi Marlena, hi Karen. Thank you for all of you who are joining right now and who will be joining us in online presence. So my name is Racquel TW. I will be guiding you through a gentle yoga class, and today I would like to focus on heart openers. And as always, listen to your body. I'll give you layers and modifications. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions or if anything doesn't feel right, but especially if you're watching and you're not here, the good rule of thumb is to simply stay connected to your breath, and as long as your breath is consistent, steady, and full, then you're in the right place. So if you need to back off at any point, especially with heart openers and allowing yourself to be physically vulnerable, it can bring up emotion. So if you need to just back off a little bit, feel free to just take a moment and sit down and breathe. That's all that yoga is, right? Connecting breath to movement. So let's begin in a comfortable seat. If you can find something to sit on, it just helps it to be more comfortable so that your knees can be below your hips. So just move your flesh out from underneath you and find a nice tall spine. You can place your hands face down or face up. And let your eyes close. Let's start to connect with your breath. Deep breath in and out. Right, allow your thoughts to slow down. Again, deep breath in and out. Last guided breath here. Breathe in what you need. Deep breath in. Longer breath out. And now bring your hands to your heart center, right? Thumbs at the center of your chest. Still keep your heart open. You can tuck your chin slightly in. Now I invite us all to bring in an intention to your practice. So your intention can be anything that you'd like to wish for. It can be a word you would like to bring into your life. You can dedicate your practice to somebody else that you care for, somebody else who could use some extra positive energy. You can dedicate your practice to the world or part of the world. And whatever that is for you, just imagine it in the palms of your hands, and we'll bring it in with 3 ohms. Ohming is simply the sound of the universe. If you don't feel comfortable ohming out loud, you can just ohm in your mind. So let's all do this together. Deep breath in. Inhale. One more inhale. Now take one silent ohm here for yourself. Now take a normal breath. You can keep your hands at your heart center or you can place them at your lap. Just keep your eyes closed and we'll stay here for just about a minute in a quiet meditation focusing on your breath. So again, draw attention to your inhales and your exhales. Now is the time to create a sacred space on your mat. If any other thoughts tend to creep in, just let them stay outside of your mat for this time we have here. This is your time to connect to your mind, your body, and your breath. Throughout this time, allow yourself to use your breath like medicine. If you notice any tension in any area of your body, your mind, or your heart, just allow your deep breaths in to go into that area. And as you exhale, allow it to leave your body, mind, and heart. Let's take one more deep breath here. All right, with your chin down, gently blink your eyes open and gently move off of your bolster. Just move it off to the side. For now, we'll find a tabletop position. So bring your hips over your knees. You can bring your hands to two fists together to measure your hip distance if you'd like. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. So take a moment to press all of your weight into all 10 of your fingers, as well as your knees. So even distribution of weight. Keep your gaze forward. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, stretch your head and tailbone down. Lift the center of your spine up. 2 more times, inhale, lift up, cow. Exhale, cat. Once more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now go a few more times with your own breath and start to listen to your body and what your body needs from you. Maybe that's going side to side, making circles with your spine. All right, beginning to build a relationship of trust with your body. When your body asks something from you, it will trust you that you will listen. Let's go one more time each side. And back to neutral spine. We'll take puppy pose now. So keep your hips over your knees. Walk your hands forward and then let your heart shift back. Bring your forehead to the ground. Here, feel free to bring your hands to prayer behind your head. So you just connect your palms and then bring them behind the back of your neck. There we go. So your weight will be resting more into your triceps. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Lovely, Karen. As you take your breath all the way down into your spine, I hope you feel it in your low back, and then feel your inner thighs spiraling to the back behind you, giving you more space in your low back. Beautiful. Let's take one more deep breath here. And now if your hands are behind your neck, place them down. We'll do a gentle twist here. So again, keep your hips over your knees. Bring your left hand to the middle of your mat. Inhale your right arm up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, circle your wrists one way and circle it the other way. All right, one more inhale, lift your hand higher. And exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Allow your right shoulder to press onto the ground, opening up your left shoulder. All right, so looking underneath your left arm up to the ceiling. The trick here is to keep your hips at neutral so that the twist is coming from your spine. All right, also allowing a little bit of detoxing. Okay, keep breathing space into the full length of your body all the way down to your toes. And let's take one more deep breath here. And inhale your right arm back up to the ceiling. And exhale it now to the middle. Inhale your left arm up now. As you exhale, circle your wrists one way and circle it the other way. All right, one more inhale, lift your left hand a centimeter higher. Exhale, bring your left arm underneath your right now. Shoulder to the ground, look underneath your right arm up to the ceiling. Again, trick here is to keep your hips neutral so the twist is coming from your spine. Nice adjustment, Marlena. As you inhale, feel your lungs expand. As you exhale, allow your upper torso to twist maybe just a tiny bit more. Remember listening to your body and any micro movements or adjustments that you need. Let's take one more deep breath here. And inhale your arm back up to the ceiling. Stretch your heart open. Yep. And exhale back to tabletop. And we'll take one cat-cow here to balance that out. Inhale, cow pose. Stretch your heart up, gaze forward. Exhale, cat pose. See if you can lengthen your forehead, crown down even more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And back to neutral. Inhale, tuck your toes under, lift your knees up. Exhale, down dog. First down dog of our practice. Settle into your space. Inhale, shake your head, yes. And exhale, shake your head, no. And now to find some more openness in our hearts, low backs, and our entire bodies, bring your feet wide to the edges of your mat and your hands out wide to the edges as well, and take a grip of the sides of your mat, right? So like you're pulling your mat apart. So find more strength here as you open. So it's like you're tearing your mat apart, and then you knit your rib cage in, so still engaging your core as your hips are opening up again, feeling your inner thighs spiral to the back of the room, and then find strength in your arms as your heart opens at the same time, right? Equal balance of strength and openness. Beautiful, everyone. Take a deep breath in. Longer exhale. You can bring in Ujjayi breath now through your nose. Beautiful Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi, just seal your lips, bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let's do it together again. Inhale. Ujjayi through your nose, exhale. Awesome. Last breath here. Start to engage your thighs so the back line of your legs can lengthen even more. There we go. And now release your mat. Bring your hands and your feet back to hip distance. So now you know what your strength and openness feels like. Find that now in your traditional down dog. Okay, inhale up to your toes. Lift your heels up. Exhale, lower your heels down. See if you can lift your toes up. And if that doesn't happen, maybe walk your feet up an inch or two. Any tightness in your low back or hamstring, soften in your knees. Any tightness in your shoulders, soften your elbows. There you go. Still keep your strength. Inhale, look up to your hands, bend in your knees. Exhale, gently step or jump yourself up to the top of your mat. And let your head stay heavy for ragdoll. So your feet can be extra wide here. And generous bend in your knees. Keep your head heavy. Grab for your inner elbows. Again, let your head be heavy and start to sway from left to right. And inhale, shake your head, yes. And exhale, shake your head, no. We'll take one more breath here. Again, always listening to your body first. And inhale your arms to center. Lower your hands down and toe heel your feet together as you exhale. Let your heels stay just about an inch apart. Deep bend in your knees. Inhale, slowly rise up. Head and neck are the last to rise. And hands to your heart center, Samastitihi. And keep your thumbs into your chest. Inhale your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, draw your shoulders down your back. And you press all 10 of your toes deeper into your mat, rooting down through all corners of your feet. As your feet ground down, remember to engage your thighs. Lift your kneecaps up, belly into your spine. And then still allow your tailbone to draw down. Okay, so the front line of your body is lifting up and the back line of your body is drawing down. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Ujjayi exhale. And let's begin a little Sun A flow. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift your hands above your shoulder blades. Now energize your fingertips as if you have a block between the palms of your hands. So keeping them really active. You can even wiggle your fingers a little bit and make sure your palms are extra strong. You should feel your energy beaming through your hands. There we go. Again, keep your toes grounded down. Inhale, lift your heart and gaze higher. Exhale, bring your palms together. You can cross at your thumbs, and exhale, reach over to your right. So as you press your hip over, allow your fingers to reach further over. Maybe bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach over to your left. Press your right hip further over. Do your best to keep your arms straight. As you look up, stretch further over. One more deep breath. Inhale, lift up. Keep your palms together. Exhale, back bend. Let your hands go first. Your heart, your gaze follows. Keep your hips pressing forward. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, cascade all the way down. Again, letting your head hang heavy. And inhale, halfway lift. You can spider finger your hands to the ground or bring your hands to your shins or thighs. But either way, allow your back to flatten out and imagine your head is like a turtle drawing out of your shell. And then you draw your shell back, shoulder blades go further down. Beautiful alignment, everybody. One more inhale here, belly deeper into your spine. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your feet back, high plank. So your hips, shoulders, and your heels will be in one line. You can also bring your knees down as well. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, lower down through Chaturanga, all the way down. Keep your elbows into your sides, chest touches down first. All right, thumbs stay at the sides of your chest. Now imagine your fingers are like spiders and just bring them at the sides of your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulders or elbows into your sides. Gaze is forward. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, lift your heart up, baby cobra with your spider fingers. Right, once you have your length here, relax your low back. Maybe bring your hands off the ground. Let's take one more breath here. And exhale, bring your left ear to your mat, arms at your sides. And then inhale yourself back up to Sphinx pose now. So bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. And you can bring your hands into your elbow crease and grab with the, yep, right there, fingers on the outside of your elbows. So that's your actual shoulder distance. You want your elbow to be in alignment with your shoulder blade, not your bicep. Okay, so then you bring your hands back out. That might feel strange at first, but it's gonna help keep your body safer. So once you're there, just imagine you are the great Sphinx in Egypt. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left. Inhale, back to center. See if you can press your heart further out of your forearms. And then wiggle your tailbone a little bit right and left. Make sure your low back is relaxed. Nice wiggling there. I love it. All right, inhale here. Exhale, bring your right ear down, gaze to your left. Now you can put your arms at your sides. And when you're ready, bring yourself back to Sphinx pose. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into your heart and strengthen your spine a bit more. So, layers again. Bring your left knee to bend and get your right hand to grab the outside of your left foot. So you wanna make sure that your inner right elbow is facing out. If your hand doesn't grab your foot, just reaching for it is fine as well. So once you're here, take an exhale and inhale, kick back and lift up. Maybe look over to your back toes. Again, make sure you can take your full inhales and full exhales. Let's take one more deep breath here. Kick back further and exhale, slowly, gently release your foot and then bring your right hand down. Let's do the other side. Bend your right foot now. Grab around the outside of your foot with your left arm. Yep, and now your inner elbow is reaching to the left. Look over at your back left foot. There we go. Keep pressing into your right forearm as you kick back. Remember, you can also reach for your foot as well if that works better. Exhale to let go. Inhale to kick back more. Let's take one more deep breath here. And exhale, gently release your foot, release your hand back to Sphinx pose. And then just come down for a moment. We're gonna go into full boat pose Dhanurasana in a moment. And now bend both knees. Again, grab for your feet. And they're on the outside. And if you can't grab, then just reach for it. You can flex your feet. That just helps my heart to feel a little more open when I do that. Up to you. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, full boat pose. Kick back as you lift up. Keep your gaze forward. Let your neck be still. As you exhale, let go. As you inhale, kick further back, cracking your heart open, allowing yourself to strengthen the lower, middle, and upper parts of your spine. See if you can kick further up. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down, release your feet. You can bring your hands at your sides, create a nice little pillow. And let's take a couple of breaths here. You can also bend your knees. And you can windshield wiper your feet. A lot of work already, right? But you're doing it. Inhale up to tabletop.
Feels good,
Good. Exhale, down dog. Let's shake that out. Deep breath in. Ujjayi, exhale. And we'll go breath to movement, and taking out all our long spine strengthening for the next rounds. Inhale, look up to your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, bring yourself up to the top of your mat, step or float. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your legs, grab behind your calves if you want to go deeper. There we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up strong, mountain pose. Palms together. Exhale to your right. Inhale up. Exhale to your left. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump your feet back, high plank. Remember, you can take this from your shins. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga, chest touches down first. There we go. Inhale, baby cobra or full up dog, extending your arms up all the way if you'd like. Exhale, lower. A more gentle way to move through into your down dog. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to down dog. Deep breath in. Ujjayi, exhale. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale, look up to your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, sweep your arms up, mountain pose. Palms together. Exhale to your right. Inhale up. Exhale to your left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, high plank. Remember, you can go from your shins or you can just take a tabletop and do cat and cow as well. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower to your bellies. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, everyone. Deep breath in. Ujjayi, exhale. Let's begin our sun B now. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, float yourself up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. All right, generous bend in your knees. Sit your booty down. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. You can bring your feet out to hip distance for more balance if you'd like. And then sit even lower. All right, make sure you can see your toes in front of your knees so that your weight is sitting back. Feel your inner thighs lift up as your booty sits a little bit lower. Beautiful. Exhale, airplane arms, bring your hands behind you. You can lift up to your toes if you want a little balance and strength challenge. And keep your focus and your gaze inward to keep you steady. Inhale, interlace your palms behind your back, press your hands together, lift your heart up. Exhale, forward fold with a chest expansion, hands come up and overhead. Do your best to keep your palms pressing together. If you want deeper heart opening, you can find a slight bend in your elbows, but make sure you keep the integrity of your palms staying pressing together. Let's take one more deep breath here. Allow your head to be heavier. Exhale, gently release your hands down. There we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, high plank. All right, inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Remember, you can always lower down to your shins, your knees. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. All right, inhale your right leg up for three-legged dog. Keep your big toe pointing down and your hips facing the ground as well. Exhale, step your foot through your hands, low lunge. Now set yourself up for success here. Make sure your knee is right over your ankle. And you can bring your right foot out a little wider to think of it like railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. So we're going to be getting a little deeper into our hips right now. Okay, now staying here, remember your spider fingers. Inhale, halfway lift here. And as you exhale, plant your left foot all the way flat to face 11 o'clock. So we're all set up for warrior one now. Inhale, arms lift all the way up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. You can bring your hands down to your hips to just check in with your hips for a moment. Your left hip might want to go back. Just draw it forward. Check in with your belly button, make sure it's facing forward. And then if you feel your hips reaching forward, take a moment to draw your tailbone down. That might make your left knee bend a little bit, but it's better to keep your hips at neutral. So think of yourself like you're holding a cup of tea, right? You don't want to spill your tea over. Okay. Tailbone down, belly forward. When you're ready, bring your hands up. If you feel this in your left hip flexor, you're doing a great job. And if you're not feeling it, then just walk your right toe up perhaps an inch more. Whew, there it is. Okay, keep your hips neutral, belly to your spine. If you feel your legs shaking, you're doing a great job. Inhale, lift your heart higher, gaze up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, interlace your palms behind your back, press your hands together, lift your heart higher. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder inside of your right knee, hands up and overhead, chest expansion. Again, keeping your palms together, bend in your elbows if you need a little bit more. Keep your legs extra strong here. As you keep your thighs engaged and your feet grounded, your upper body can trust you enough to cascade deeper towards the ground. Let's take one more inhale here. Beautiful, so strong. Exhale, release your hands down to low lunge. Awesome, everyone. Deep breath in, lift your heart up halfway. And exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high to low plank. Remember, you can take a cat-cow here instead of the whole shebang if that's better for you. There we go. Inhale up, exhale down. And when you're ready, press yourself back to down dog. Beautiful. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. Ujjayi, exhale. If you're getting hot or you need to release some heat, you can always just exhale through your mouth as well. Let's do the other side. Inhale your left leg up, three-legged dog. Remember, keep your toes flexing towards the ground, your hips facing the ground. Beautiful adjustments. Exhale, step your foot through your hands, low lunge. Yep, set yourself up. Same way you did on the other side. So if you toe heeled your foot out a little bit wider to be on train tracks, do so here as well. Okay, inhale, halfway lift, bring your heart up. And as you exhale, you can plant your hands deeper, plant your right foot down, setting yourself up. Now your foot is at about 2 o'clock. And you're all set up. Inhale, arms rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. You can bring your hands down to your hips just like you did on the other side. Set yourself up. Both sides of the body are different. So if this side of your hip is a little bit tighter, just honor where you're at. Yep, belly at your center. And if by drawing your right hip forward and your tailbone down, that bends your right knee up a little bit, that's okay. I know that brought mine up a little bit too. And when you're ready, remember your cup of tea. You don't want to spill it just yet. You want to take a sip of it first. Keep your belly strong. Inhale, arms rise up. As you exhale, allow yourself to sink deeper into your front knee while still keeping your inner right thigh spiraling to the back of the room. Beautiful. Lift your hearts up higher. Deep breath in. Exhale, airplane arms, fingertips draw behind you, airplane arms. Inhale, interlace your hands behind you, opposite grip this time, lift your heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your left shoulder now inside of your left knee. Hands come up and overhead. Again, remember to keep your thighs strong, your feet rooted into the ground. It's okay to be a little bit wobbly, building new muscle memory, letting go of some deep fascia patterns so that we can be open. Remember your big toes, press them deeper into the ground. Press your hands closer together. Trust yourself to let go. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release your hands to the sides of your feet for low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your feet back, or you can come to a tabletop and just do a cat-cow here. Inhale up, exhale down. And when you're done, meet back in a down dog. Beautiful, deep breath in. Ujjayi, exhale. We'll just go one more time, breath to movement each side. Inhale, look up to your hands. Exhale, bring yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your legs. Deep bend in your knees. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms, sweep your fingertips back. You can come up to the tips of your toes if you'd like. There we go. Inhale, interlace your hands, the opposite grip than you usually do. Lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold, chest expansion. Okay, deep breath in here. Exhale, slowly release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high to low plank, or just a cat-cow. Either way, meet in down dog when you're finished. Inhale your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot through your hands, low lunge. There we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, plant your feet down. Inhale, arms rise up, strong warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms, sweep your fingers back, heart forward. Inhale, interlace your hands. Lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step yourself back. Move through cat-cow or your vinyasa chaturanga, up to you. The relationship you have with your body and your breath is the most important. Last time going through, inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step your foot through your hands, low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down, plant your feet. Inhale, arms rise up, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms, fingers reach back, heart reaches forward. Inhale, interlace your palms, opposite grip, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, dive down. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high to low plank or cat-cow. down dog. Let's take 3 horses breaths together. So it sounds like this, looks like this with you. Exhale. No pride here, right? Deep breath in. Horse's breath, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Horse's breath, exhale. All right, inhale, look up to your hands. Exhale, step your feet up to the top of your mat. 1 more pose before we lower down. Gorilla pose, bring your feet wide, bend your knees deep, and lift up the tops of your feet to slide your hands all the way underneath. Let your head be heavy. So the wider you bring your feet, the deeper you bend your knees, the easier this can be. And if that doesn't work for you still, you can slide your hands underneath the sides of your feet. Either way, inhale, shake your head, yes. And as you exhale, shake your head, no. Allow your spine to grow longer. And if you'd like more opening in this, you have the flexibility in your body. You can straighten your knees, but still engage your thighs. And if that still feels great, you can bend your elbows more to draw the crown of your head closer to the ground. Remember, keep your thighs engaged so that you have the equalness in strength and softness. Let's take 1 more breath here. You can wiggle your toes, give your hands, your wrists a nice little massage, let go of lactic acid. 1 more inhale. And exhale, gently release your hands out from underneath your feet. And bring your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. So toes are out, heels are in. And exhale, sit your hips down for Malasana, frog pose, hands to your heart. You can also bring your block underneath you if you want a little break, or if your hips are tighter. And if your hips are tight, that this just does not work for you, you can also just take a seat in butterfly. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Awesome. All right, let's bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to your chest. And inhale up. And do a little opening up more of your shoulders. Left hand down. Inhale your right arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, you can find a half bind here if you want. Bring your right arm behind your back. So your right fingertips will reach towards the top of your thigh. Yep, and you can also go for the full bind like Karen and just wrap your arm around your shin and reach for your hands behind you. Even if you don't grab, that's fine. Say like me, one day, again. My shoulders are super tight from all my baby carrying now. Yep, super strong though. Let's take 1 more breath here. And gently release back to center. There we go. Let's do the other side. Right hand down. Inhale your left arm up. And exhale, half bind, left arm behind, goes behind your back. Okay, so your left fingertips are reaching to the top of your right thigh. If you want to go into the full bind, go for it. Your right arm reaches around. And if it doesn't reach, like I'm just putting my hand just behind my foot. One day it'll go there again. Breathe space into your shoulders as you twist. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. Exhale, slowly release yourself back to center. And again, let's bring left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to your chest. And if you have something underneath you, feel free to move it. When you don't have anything beneath you, there's that opening. I hope your low back feels as good as mine does right now. So let's lower all the way down, nice and gentle, 1 foot down at a time. Cross your ankles, grab around your knees, give yourself a big hug. That's a lot of hip opening. Inhale, bring your heart up. And exhale, bring your feet down. Let's go into a gentle twist, Marichyasana. So bring your right foot outside of your left hip and your left ankle outside of your right thigh. So make sure you're sitting evenly on your sit bones. So your body looks like a little pyramid. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, bring your right hand behind your back. Oh, just kidding, I'm totally doing the wrong side. Let's switch. Well, let's do that. Other side. Right elbow outside of your left, hand behind your back. So if this is not comfortable, you can also just grab around your knee and find your twist like so. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist your gaze over your shoulder. Again, inhale, find length. Exhale, twist your gaze. One more breath here on your own. And gently release. Release your legs, hug your knees back in, opposite leg on top. All right, let's do the other side. Now bring your left foot to the right, right foot outside of your left. Sit evenly on your sit bones. And let's do the other side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your right hand behind your low back, left elbow outside of your thigh, or you can grab around your knee if that's more comfortable. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist your gaze over your right shoulder. I hope your back feels as good as mine does right now. Oh, awesome. Also, detoxing your internal organs as you do this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more breath here on your own. And slowly, gently release yourself back to center. Both legs out. And just take a seated forward fold. You can even yourself out. Feet about hip distance. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. So just let your hands fall wherever they feel comfortable. If you can grab your peace finger, your big toes, feel free to, but only if your heart can stay open while you do that. Okay, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower your heart down. Remember, it doesn't matter if you can grab your toes or not. Putting them at your sides is just fine. I just have freakishly long arms that allows me to do it. Let's take one more breath here. And inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Plant your feet down and take Navasana boat pose before we lower all the way down. So your feet are planted, hands are behind your thighs to start. Lift your heart up, squeeze your shoulders behind your back. Right, next layer, you can bring your hands out. And if you want a little more balancing, you can bring your feet up. You can also keep your hands to your thighs if you want to check that out, but you want to lower down enough where you feel your core activate. I'm just making best friends with the tree right here. And then when you're ready, you bring your hands, and as long as you can keep smiling, yes, you're where you need to be. Let's take one more breath here. Lift. And exhale, slowly, slowly lower all the way down to your backs. Now walk your feet up to your glutes for a bridge pose. So your feet are as close to your glutes as you can get them. Inhale your fingertips at your sides to touch your ankles. When you're ready, inhale your hips up. Interlace your hands underneath your body and then draw your shoulders underneath your chest. Keep your gaze towards the center line of your chest, just helping to stimulate your thyroid. So even though your hips are lifting up, imagine your inner thighs are spiraling down so that your glutes are relaxed. There we go. Let's take one more deep breath here. And when you're ready, gently release your hands, slowly lower your spine down. And then you can find Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, bottom of your feet together, knees open. And place your hands wherever they feel good, at your sides, one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart if you wish. Let's take a few moments again to reconnect with your breath. Allow the movement of your practice to just circulate through your body. And now we'll take feet up against the wall pose. So bring your feet, or knees together to start. And when you're ready, one foot up at a time. So your feet just go directly over your hips. You just want to make sure that your tailbone is all the way on the ground. If you're at home, you can actually put your hips against the wall, but this is just fine as well. If you need to find a slight bend in your knees, you can take that here as well. And one of my favorite things to do here is just to, as I inhale, you squeeze your toes like little fists. And as you exhale, open your toes up wide like fingers. There we go. Inhale, squeeze your toes like fists. Exhale, open them wide. It's kind of like a kid, right? I used to do this as a kid. Inhale, squeeze your toes. Exhale, open them wide. There we go. Circle your ankles one way and circle them the other way. And when you're ready, inhale your knees into your chest. And exhale, happy baby. You can grab behind your thighs, or you can peace finger your big toes or grab around the inside or outside of your feet. You just check in with your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders and your head are still on the ground, as well as your tailbone. You can find movement here, rock right to left, just like a baby, massaging your spine, your low back. You can even straighten one leg, straighten the other. And when you're ready, inhale your knees back into your chest. And exhale, supine twist, and allow your knees to go to your left side. Your gaze is over your right shoulder. Just allow both of your shoulders to stay pressed into the ground, your breath and gravity doing the work for you. Let's take one more deep breath here. And inhale your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze to neutralize. And exhale, supine twist to the other side. Gaze is over your left shoulder. And still allowing both of your shoulders to stay into the ground. With each inhale, feeling your heart expand. And as you exhale, allowing your body to release deeper into the ground. And one more deep breath here. And inhale your knees back into your chest. Give yourself one more big squeeze, forehead into your knees. Kiss your right knee. Mwah. Kiss your left knee. Mwah. Thank yourself for bringing yourself to your mat for this hour. Exhale, final Shavasana. Feet go wide, arms go wide. Let your toes reach out in opposite directions, and just take a moment to let your shoulders come underneath your chest. And it's very vulnerable to just have your heart exposed up to the sky, but just trust that you are safe as you breathe and to face anything that you encounter. We'll do one guided breath before I leave you to your Shavasana. Slow breath in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your inhale. Take in one more sip of air. Slower exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your exhale. Squeeze out any excess air. And again, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your inhale. Take in one more sip of air. Slower exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your exhale. Squeeze out any extra air from the back of your lungs. And now take a normal breath in and a normal breath out. Just allow your breath to soften your brow. Your tongue releases from the top of your mouth to just come to the center. Your teeth slightly separate to relax your low jaw. You're taking your inhale into the tips of your toes and the edge of your fingertips. And as you exhale, feeling your spine and your entire body melt deeper into the ground. Slowly bring awareness back into your body by taking a deep breath in and out. Inhale, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, find some movement. And as you exhale, circle your wrists and ankles one way and circle them the other way. Inhale your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And bring the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet and just rub them together to bring all of that good energy into all parts of your body. And now you can place your hands wherever you feel like you could use some extra healing, some extra attention. And give yourself a little energy sweep from your head to your toes. You're ready, once again, bring your knees into your chest and roll over to your right side for fetal position, place of rebirth. All right, with your palm face down on the ground, allow yourself to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. just get recycled in the earth. Allow yourself to receive anything that you need, grounding, peace of mind, anything at all. The ground is always here to support us as we stand, as we walk throughout our life. Gently press yourself up to a seat with your eyes closed. You can find a seat on your pillow or bolster if you have it. And again, just like we started class, you can bring your palms face down or face up. And let's take a deep breath in and out. Again, inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. And bring your hands to your heart center, just like we began. Thumbs at the center of your chest. You can bring back your intention from the beginning of practice, or you can make a new one. All right, whatever that is for you, imagine it in the palm of your hands. And we'll take 3 ohms here to bring it into existence. Deep breath in. Inhale. Once more, inhale. One silent Om here for yourself. And now hands to your third eye center in between your eyebrows, your seat of intuition, knowing before you know. In yoga we say Namaste, which means the light and teacher within me honors the light and teacher within each one of you. When you are in that place and I am in that place, we are one. Let's bow our heads to seal our practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.